All right, calling all wrestling fans. He is one of the wrestling legends, Hall of Fame inductee, and 6-time world champion. You can also learn a little bit more about the man they call Booker T.
Yes.
Cody standing by with more.
Yes, joining us right now. Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it? Booker T joining us this morning. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right. My voice is not quite as deep as yours, so I'm going to try to bring it down a little bit so I don't sound like Kermit the Frog. Okay, let's talk about this documentary. I am so excited about this. Your life is fascinating, man. So you grew up in a small town in Louisiana. How many people were in this small town?
I was born there in this place called Plain Dealing. Not very many people in Plain Dealing. Still to this day, only one red light going through Plain Dealing.
Wow.
But my mother, a registered nurse, she wanted to give us a better life, and she moved us to Houston when I was 5 years old, and boom, that's when life pretty much started for me.
Your career has been wild, but I think honestly, my favorite wrestling moment of all time happened with you and a certain gentleman in a grocery store. Can you please break down that situation that happened?
Yeah, me and Stone Cold Steve Austin. When I first came into WWE, one of the first angles I was part of was with Steve Austin. And it was really, really cool because I got a chance to do a lot of character building, got a chance to find out who I was from an entertainment side. And Steve, there again, one of the best workers in the world, who also is a part of the A&E documentary, is a guy that wanted to go out and make the fans feel a certain way. We found ourselves in a grocery store, and this many years later, it's iconic. People still, it's fans, I've created fans and garnered fans just because of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T in a grocery store. They never seen me wrestle before. It's crazy.
It was one of the greatest moments I've ever seen. I was like, keep going. There's aisle 4. Nothing's been knocked off of aisle 4 yet. Keep going around the corner. Is there a match or a time in your career that you look back and you go, okay, this was it. This was the pinnacle. This is the thing that I'm always going to remember.
It's crazy. It goes a long way back, and it was my brother and I, and it was this other organization before we ever really made it to the big time, the Global Wrestling Federation. And we won the Global Wrestling Tag Team Championship. And my brother, my sisters, my aunts, my uncles, everybody was there except my mother because she had passed away. And I have an aunt that looks just like my mother, and she cried the whole time. So I was like, it just and I tell you, I remember that moment, I think, because I always say I go on feeling, and I felt so unbelievable that night. I just wish my mother was there.
Oh, that's a great story. Thanks for sharing that, man. I really appreciate that. Okay, so the documentary, when does it air? Because everybody's got to sit down and watch this. This is going to be fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be starting Sunday, April 18th. 8/7 Central on A&E, starting with Stone Cold Steve Austin. My documentary is going to follow there shortly after, but it's going to be a plethora of talent: Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Macho Man Savage, Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, The Ultimate Warrior, Bret the Hitman Hart, as well as yours truly, 5-time WCW champ, 2-time Hall of Famer, Booker T. It's going to be going down memory lane. And I tell you, my story is going to let every young person out there that's going through something know that if Booker T did it, I can do it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. You guys have a great day.
Do you see that
A
muscle
legend.
got, like right there? Mm-hmm. Like mine goes flat.
You don't have that muscle? Well, you have that muscle. It just doesn't look like it.
Yeah, like an Easter ham right there.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Court.